So here we go.
Alright everybody, welcome to Duck Commander. First things first, we're all kind of family around here, which means I got to get to know y'all, you got to get to know me, or else we're all going to be left in a really awkward and weird situation. So, where y'all from?
Northern Kentucky.
Alan and Jen, Northern Kentucky.
Alright.
Alabama.
Alabama? Everybody here's Alabama?
Yeah, Alabama.
Alexandria, Louisiana.
Alexandria?
Jefferson City, Missouri.
Okay.
Yay. My family down to visit.
Oh, okay.
So what do? We come to Duck Commander.
That's right. That's right. Alright, well my name is Brian and I'm originally from Houston, Texas. A little bit about me, I've worked for the Robertsons for quite some time. This family and the company's taken me in, completely changed my life, brought me out of what I used to do, which consisted of a lot of everything you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Now because of these guys I know Christ.
Amen.
Hey,
brother. That's
also,
it.
thank y'all. Because if it wasn't for y'all watching the show, giving all of us the opportunities we've been given, I don't really know where I would be, so thank you. You all helped change my life just by watching TV with your family. So, watch more TV with your family, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A little bit of...
Yes,
Oh,
thank you
hey,
for
that's
being
what I'm
bold
called
about
to do.
that,
It's what
brother.
I'm supposed to do. Alright, so a little bit about this place. We moved in here in 2008. This was originally a place called Howard Publishing. Corey's grandfather was a guy named Eldon Howard. He was a prolific singer and songwriter of gospel music, and he kind of had this idea of putting a book together of songs that he liked, along with songs that he composed, and putting them in churches everywhere. He eventually made that happen, and through Howard Publishing, they produced many books over the years. Whenever he passed, his son, John Howard, who's Corey's father, took over the business, ran it out of here for quite some time, did very well with it. Eventually, Simon & Schuster came in, offered him a deal that he couldn't refuse, and so he sold the business to them. At that time, they moved everything out of here, took it to Nashville, and we were left with this big empty warehouse in the middle of West Monroe that no one needed. And so it just kind of sat on the market for a while. In 2008, Hurricane Gustav came into the Gulf, caused a lot of flooding in the area. Problem with that was, at the time, all duck call production was still done at Phil's house in 4 sheds in his front yard. And he lives right on the river, so as the river rose due to the flooding, it was about to literally just wash away the whole company. Willie was running the business end of things out of his house, and so in an attempt to save everything, he asked his father-in-law if he could move some stuff in here. He told him it would only be for a couple of days or until the flooding went down. But in typical Willie fashion, he just kind of moved in and never moved out. And so here we are. Whenever we first moved in, this row right here was all the merchandise the Duck Commander had. But now, thanks to the show and everything that's happened, we filled up this warehouse, plus have 2 other warehouses that are slam-packed full of merchandise that we use solely as a hub to ship stuff all across the world. Give you a little insight, 2011 we did 75,000 duck calls. That was actually our best year to that point. 2012, after the first show aired, we did 1.3 million.
Wow.
And so it jumped up quickly. No one was really ready. Everybody was kind of like chickens with their heads cut off. We had to get 10 to 15 high school kids from the church come in, help us build calls all throughout the night, keep production going. It was kind of like one of those packing parties, if you've ever seen that episode.
Yes.
Only for about 1.5 years straight, though. So just mass chaos, all hands on deck. But since we've kind of leveled out and it's not quite as chaotic around here, we're back to just the 4 guys building calls, along with 2 other guys that help build calls whenever they have to be out of town or filming or whatever the case may be. And so a lot of times we get the questions or the comments that, like, there's got to be a huge assembly line, or they're mass produced somewhere, or something like that. But legitimately, it's just 6 rednecks in a storage room building calls.
Wow, that's
What's
impressive.
wrong with that?
Yeah.
That's
So
impressive.
that's what we're going to show you. We're going to take you in there, show you how to build a call, let you see where the guys work and where the show's been filmed. Feel free to take as many pictures as you want and ask any questions that you want.
Thank you,
If you
sir.
are ready, we'll go ahead and head on in there.
Yeah.
All right.
Lead the way. Leader.
That's awesome. I'm impressed now
Yeah.
because they do it themselves. It looks much smaller, don't it?
What is your basketball court?
Oh, he might show it to us. We'll ask him. Here we go. Is it? Oh, God. Cool. This is awesome.
Alright, so welcome to the duck call room. This is where all the magic happens. That's Jason's chair, Martin's, Godwin's, that's Size, and I just kind of put Jep's over there because it was in the way and nobody really cares about Jep. And so this is the part where I give y'all a few minutes. Get in here, take some pictures, sit in their chairs, have a little fun, look around. Whenever you get done, I'll tell you a little bit about these tools and show you how to build a duck call.
Alright.
So y'all just take some time to get some
Look at the sign. You're not sitting in this chair. Hemorrhoids are contagious. This is awesome.
Do not.
Josh, you want to sit in the chair?
Contagious.
Let's sit in the chair.
Just sit. Did you see it?
Don't ask me to sit inside.
Make sure you get the sign when he's sitting in the chair.
Set my phone down.
Hold on, let me get a picture of you.